in this video. Hello everybody and welcome to the 35th video on the channel. We are progressing through the geometry series. Alright, let's move on to our answers for previous questions. But before that, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button for more awesome videos just like this. For today, our answers to our previous questions, there's only one practice problem last time, so our answer is 50 degrees for that one practice problem. Let's move on to the lesson. Here is the lesson. It is another geometry proof. If we have 4 points A, B, C, and D, and the line AD perfectly bisects the bottom side BC, BD is equal to DC, and then BAD is equal to CAD. So, what that means is, let's say we have a line. Let's say we have a line from point A to the midpoint of B and C, of line BC. That, of course, makes the two sides BD and DC equal to each other. But after that, we also have BAD, angle BAD, which is this angle, the one which I put a dot under, and then that's equal to CAD, which I'm putting 2 dots under. Those two angles are equal to each other, and of course, there are multiple applications of the theorem. Like, if you combine it with the circle theorem, like, okay, we have a projecting 90-degree angle, but then you split it in 2, but then this side is 3, so you have to find this side. It can get pretty complicated, but that's not for now. That is for later, when we've covered more theorems and we can create more advanced problems. Let's move on to the examples, which are just going to be pretty simple, and make sure that you get the very basic concept down. Alright, for today we have 2 examples. Our first example is we need to find x, which is the angle right besides the 30 degrees. So, if we look at it, it's actually quite simple, because you see the line in the middle, it bisects this perfectly. So the two angles have to be equal to each other. Thus, the angle x becomes 30 degrees. Then, for our second example, it is also pretty simple. But instead of just x, we have to find both x and y. So so now that we have x and we have the 2 dashes showing that's equal line, so then x must equal to 25 degrees because of the theorem. And then since it perfectly bisects when both sides are equal, y must be equal to 3. Let's move on to the practice problems. For today, we only have one practice problem, and it's actually quite simple. So, we have both sides are equal, like both halves are equal. We need to find angle x and side y, just like the second example. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.